Welcome back everyone to another episode of ARMA Cold War Assault. It's 1985, and apparently the Cold War has gone hot without even President Reagan or Moscow knowing. So what's been happening? So far so good. The island of Malden has been under a case of red. But thankfully, the efforts of Major Gostovsky, Lieutenant Robert Hammer, and of course, Corporal, now Lieutenant Armstrong, has successfully repelled the early incursion by the Soviets. But there's still a lot of work that needs to be done.
Good work, Lieutenant. If it's reliable, the information you've brought back will give us a real edge as we plan our assault on Everon.
Sir, I'm confident it will prove reliable.
Excellent. Now, I want you to take a leading role in the counterattack. So first we need to assign you to a squad. There are 2 groups of men scattered to the northeast of here. Make your way to the crossroads out towards Arunde and gather them under your command. Then join Major Johnson near the town of Goisse, which is coming under heavy fire, and help to repel the enemy forces.
Yes, sir.
Alright, a small NATO detachment is holding the town of Goisse. I cannot pronounce that with all honesty. Which is being approached by an overwhelming Soviet force. Assemble a reinforcement unit and lead it to the town to meet the attack. You begin the mission at the crossroads. Grid reference: Delta India 42. Time 7:30 hours. 1. Wait for Alpha Squad to arrive. Get everyone to Goisse. Repel the enemy attack. June 14th. Well, what kind of an officer would I be without a unit of my own to command? Colonel Blake wants me to gather the remnants of a couple of other SWATs and assist in the defense of Goisse. God knows what they're going to think of me with no command experience, no proper training, and just a few notes from the Commander Field Manual. Always know where your men are. If you have no idea where they are, call them. Move carefully in enemy territory. Your men will shoot at any enemy they see, so give the order to hold fire if you don't want to be noticed. Don't underestimate the power of formation. You usually have various different weapons specialists under your command. Use them to your advantage. Different skills and equipments are suited for different assignments.
Come in, Papa Bear. This is Armstrong. Lieutenant Armstrong. That's got a nice ring to it. I'm in position, but I can't see my unit. Over.
Armstrong, we copy you. Alpha Squad is inbound from the north. ETA, 2 minutes.
2, try to get in.
As for Bravo, well,
Roger.
lost contact with them. They last reported in from Arundi. Said they had radio problems.
2, waiting.
Suggest you send a jeep and go find them. Papa Bear, out.
2. Echo, Charlie, 4, 5. Roger.
Alright, so the first thing you need to do is to get number 2 here, our machine gunner, into the jeep. Basically let him borrow the vehicle and go down to Arudi to pick up the
Target 500.
guys that are there. Well then, you just wait here for Alpha team. Alright, Alpha has arrived on the 5-ton trucks.
Alpha
3,
squad
4,
reporting for
5,
duty,
6.
sir.
Followed 1. 3, ready. move to push, 10 o'clock. 4, move to tree, 1 o'clock.
5, ready.
5, move to 1, 2, 1. 6, ready.
5, ready.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Waiting.
You guys are team
Sir,
red.
I've reached your landing. Bravo is right here, sir.
7, 8, follow
7,
1.
8.
3, 4, 5,
Assign.
6, our team red.
Team blue.
Where are you? Team white, our team green.
Green.
7, ready.
Wow.
8, ready. 7, 8, board, keep. Roger.
Three, 4, 5.
3, 4, 5, return to formation. 2, fall back into formation.
Roger. Roger. Where are you?
Three, move to 1, 1, 1. 4, move to tree, 5 o'clock. 5, move to tree, 7 o'clock. 6, move to bush, 2 o'clock.
On the way.
On the way.
Alright, number 2 is coming back to us. We can
Waiting.
speed things up a bit for him to regroup. Please don't tell me you, that idiot. Alright.
2, move to Charlie, India. 3, 3.
Roger. Roger that.
Team
Get
red,
your unit to
board,
Goisse as
drop.
fast as you can.
Roger.
Report to Major Johnson. He'll be near the field hospital. Out.
Alright, now we just need to get everyone on the truck and drive down to the town. I'll let Dude go ahead because he's in the Jeep. This is the first time that you're giving commands, so they haven't given you the ability to customize weapons loadout just yet. They want you to get comfortable with commanding a SWAT first. Alright, looks like we're at the town.
Two, waiting.
All disembark.
Roger.
Lieutenant Armstrong, sir.
At last. We'd almost given you up for dead. Looks like the Russians are about to make their move. Now follow me. I'll take you and your men to your positions.
All fall back into formation.
Roger.
Seven, 8, our team red. go to building, 2 o'clock. 6, move to building, 2 o'clock.
On the way.
Roger.
The defense on this flank. I'll be on the other side leading.
7, go to building, 1 o'clock. 8, move to building, 1 o'clock. 2, go to building, 1 o'clock. 3, move to building, 7 o'clock. 6, ready. 7, waiting. 4, go to 3, 1. 8, ready.
2, waiting.
4, ready.
3, ready.
So far, nothing yet, but it's the waiting that's intense. You can hear it, right? That's the sound of the BMP engine. That's the threats. Yep, here they come, just over the horizon. That's it, that's right, here they come, first BMP inside. So some infantry have already been dismounted.
BMP 200. 11 o'clock, BMP 200. Soldier, 100. I've got him. 4, injured. 4, go to building, 4 o'clock. I've got him. Roger. Damn, 8 is down.
12 o'clock, enemy, machine gunner, 100.
Enemy, soldier, 100. 4, ready. Fall back into formation. Roger!
Whew. Not bad. We did it. We beat the Russian. Congratulations, Lieutenant. Goisse is still under NATO control. It was a long day today, but we are victorious in the end, and a great start for the final push against the Russians. We lost one guy though. Kills, officer, and 3 soldiers. Not bad, but not impressive. Still, it's not the kills that matters, it's the objectives that you get. Lieutenant Armstrong, we need to find a camp from which the Soviets launched their attack on Goisse. Your men's job is to pinpoint the exact location and report back. Do not engage the enemy. The attack will follow later. You'll begin this mission at NATO's base in Goisse. Follow the M113 supporting their attack on the enemy position grid. At grid Delta Alpha 30. Find out the exact position of the enemy encampment, which we know is somewhere in the valley. Get back to Goisse in one piece. June 14th, 1985. I hope the Reds have enjoyed their time on Malden because they don't have much longer here. We pushed them right back to the far north of the island. It's only a matter of time before we run them right into the sea. We're preparing for an offensive, but it's difficult to use tanks in this rocky area, and choppers have been pretty useless thanks to the dense areas of woodland around here. We need more soldiers on the ground. So while the garrison in Goisse waits for reinforcement, I'm going with a few men to the hills to find the enemy encampment. We can't attack if we don't know where the enemy is. After our success here in Goisse, I'm just starting to feel that the tide is turning our way in this fight. Alright, now you can finally customize your weapons loadout. XM177E2. Newer XM177E2 is a notable improvement over its predecessor, the E1. Although still hampered by having a loud muzzle blast and bright muzzle flash. Even with these two faults, however, it is a lightweight, compact, hard-hitting weapon that was extensively used by Special Forces troops around the Vietnam War. So basically, this thing is a slimmed-down version of the M16.
This is Bravo to Alpha. Let's move it, men. This area needs securing, so let's go find us some Russians.
All board M113. Roger. 2 waiting. 3 waiting. 4 ready.
Instead of running, you can just ride on the M113 towards the objectives and wait for the M113 to basically take out all the enemy forces, and then you just dismount.
Fall back into formation. Roger. Soldier, 100! 11 o'clock, soldier, 50.
I've got it.
11 o'clock, soldier, 100.
Alright, looks like the enemies are all dead.
All, hold fire! Form column.
Alright, for the sake of this operation, we're gonna stick with the column formation in order to get up to the enemy camp without being seen. Less likelihood to be seen, that is. We're also gonna put them on hold fire mode so they won't just open fire. So you need to climb this mountain peak over here. Try your best to get over the top. Alright, you're approaching the good vantage point. There it is.
12 o'clock, enemy, soldier, 500.
There's
12
the
o'clock,
BMP,
target 500.
encampment, camouflage
Alpha
nets.
1 to Papa Bear.
Make that
Enemy
2
camp located
BMPs.
at grid, Delta, Echo,
Probably a
2,
whole
5.
platoon of Russians.
I see tents, 2, maybe 3 BMPs, and a whole bunch of infantry. Over.
Received, Alpha 1. Do
Soldier,
not engage.
500.
Get yourselves back here. Papa Bear, out.
There you go. Now we get back to Goisse. Honestly, I cannot pronounce it Goisse because the way it was written. I would sooner pronounce this as Gosling or Goose. Russian infantry.
9 o'clock, soldier, 200.
Do
8
not
o'clock, enemy,
engage.
machine
You
gunner,
just need to
200.
get away from them.
Where are you?
Nine o'clock. Enemy. Soldier. 100.
Where are you?
One is still stuck so far behind.
Damn, 2 is down. All, go, go, go.
Alright, let's do it together. Let's do good. Alright, let's go. Head back to the town. We are on a roll. Now I do have to apologize that this mission has a lot of running around like that, but that's just what this game was designed. That's just how the mission was designed. But I promise you, the next mission will be a lot more interesting as far as infantry combat goes. You've located the enemy camp at Delta Echo 25. Nice work, soldier. The Russians can now be neutralized, and there's only one man for the job. You. Your next mission will be to attack the encampment with a much stronger force. I knew it. Casualties, James Pound. So bad, too bad, so sad. Officer who kills, 1 officer, 1 RPG soldier, 1 machine gunner, 4 soldiers. Not bad. This is, after all, a reconnaissance mission. Alright. Time to end this threat once and for all. Your task is to neutralize the enemy encampment in the valley, northwest of Goisse. Your SWAT will be dropped off at the head of the valley at Delta Hotel 30. Proceed through the valley to the perimeter of the enemy camp. Send code 001 Alpha to Bravo SWAT. They will then attack from the south. Neutralize the enemy camp. Don't let anyone escape. June 15th, 1985. Finally, reinforcements have arrived. Goisse is full of NATO soldiers now. So we're ready to move on that Russian camp I located yesterday, and my unit will lead the attack, with support from Bravo SWAT on my command. It's scary, but I think we're starting to get pretty good at this war business. And it sure is nice to have a serious amount of hardware at my disposal. The gear section of today's briefing makes very interesting reading. Ooh, okay, let's see what we got. M21, yes! M21 sniper rifle. Modified M14 national match rifle with a high accuracy rating to approximately 900 yards. It's a 20-round detachable magazine, gas operated, air cooled. Standard models include a 3x and 9x automatic ranging telescope. One law, you're gonna need it. Medic, you can make do with a carbine. See, a lot of guys are riflemen here. Maybe Sysman can be grenadier.
Return to formation.
Bravo 1 to Alpha 1. We're in position. Await your signal to go.
First things first, dominate the high ground over there. There's gotta be an enemy patrol coming up from this direction, so you want to make sure that you're ready to greet them.
All return to formation.
Roger.
Slowly make your way up.
Officer, 100. 4 o'clock, soldier, 100. 4 o'clock, AT soldier, 100. 4 o'clock, soldier, 100. 3 o'clock, machine gunner, 100.
I got it!
4 o'clock, enemy, soldier, 50.
Alright, that patrol's gone. Good. You got patrol down there.
12 o'clock, enemy, soldier, 200.
And our machine gunner decided to open up. Hey, give him credit for the initiative there. It's very, very tempting on your first run to just gun through the entire forest there. But trust me, you're not gonna like it because your enemies, those two patrols that I just run into now, they can easily wipe you out. And by the time you've gone through to the insertion objective, you might have lost your entire team or at least half of them. That's why you had to take this route. Dominate the high ground so they won't be able to dominate you. Don't know if there's any more bad guys around here. But I think we might have owned all of them. Might.
o'clock. Enemy. BMP. 500.
That was a pretty good shot. Whoa!
10 o'clock. Soldier. 200. 9 o'clock. BMP. 500.
Oh. There were a bunch more in there. Sorry about
All
that.
return to formation.
It was
Bravo
going so
1
well.
Bravo 1. We're in position. Await your signal to go.
Alright. Don't worry. We know what to do.
Officer, 100. Enemy, AT soldier, 100. 3 o'clock, soldier, 100. Machine gunner, 100.
2 o'clock. Enemy. Soldier. 100.
Enemy, machine gunner, 200.
That's one patrol. There has to be another one around here. I knew it. I don't see them down there. Let's just stick to this ridge here. And there's a problem though. If you're on the ridge top, if you're on a peak or ridge line like this, you don't want to get silhouetted. If you're silhouetted by the sun, you're basically a bunch of walking targets for your enemies to start practicing. That's a trade-off. On one hand, you got the high ground advantage to dominate your enemies. On the other, you're basically presenting yourself as a very enticing target.
11 o'clock, unknown. Target 500. Target 500. 1, ammo low. 12 o'clock, BMP 500.
Alright, we expended our M72. Let's go borrow the enemy's RPGs. Let's hope we hit the BMP. Hit.
Alpha 1 to Bravo 1, engage when ready. Engage when ready. Do you copy?
We copy you, Alpha. Commencing attack. See you around the campfire. Bravo out.
Papa Bear, this is Alpha 1. We're through the valley and in position to commence our assault. Over.
Received, Alpha 1. Good luck, boys. Out.
$12 man, 500.
Too far off.
Bravo to Alpha. Enemy camp ahead. Attacking.
Too bad we couldn't get our teammates to bear additional ammo for us, because at this point Bohemia Interactive hasn't actually developed a backpack system to carry additional loads.
One out of ammo.
Alright, we can drop the RPG right now.
Alpha 1 to Papa Bear. Looks like their party's over. We've sent them running for the sea. Over.
Good work, Alpha 1. Be advised that no enemy units should be permitted to escape. Bravo will hold the camp while you guys pursue. Papa Bear, out.
Well, looks like I have to steal their AK just to kill them. I guess there was one guy over there.
1 o'clock, soldier, 100. 11 o'clock, unknown, soldier, 200.
Guess they want their real estate back.
Soldier, 100!
Mission completed. Well, that's a good run. Victory! The enemy base was located and destroyed. Finally, Russians have no more camps or bases on our island, although we may still encounter some remaining troops. We can now prepare for an attack on Everon. Let's see now. 2 officer kills, 2 BMPs, 3 RPG soldiers, 2 machine gunners, 1 grenadier, 6 crews for the 2 BMPs, and 15 soldier. That's impressive. You're a Terminator around here. I hope you like what you saw. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and don't forget to donate to my PayPal for more Operation Flashpoint. I'll see you next time, folks.